here's your preamble. Reilly is a content creator. They make content. Obviously, they make content. Strikes me as very Lewis McClung, very similar sort of like style of thumbnails. Videos seem to, from what I've seen, have a really similar feel to them. Okay, no, like down to the thumbnail style, like the video presentation style, all this shit feels. Fun fact: she took down her Lewis McClung vid. Interesting. Interesting. Basically, she's been making stuff on Social Repose. Social Repose is somebody like an old content creator. They had a controversy like years ago that Diesel can tell us about, where they essentially were like ended up, I think, like trying to like messaging with a 15-year-old or some shit. Reilly essentially called them predatory, without any sort of like further evidence of any of this, and got criticism of like, well, this is like too far a leap. It's like, if you have that data, I guess, or hard evidence or proof, like, that's fine, you can do that, but you need that hard proof. And as I understand it, that's like the basis of the criticism. I'm going to be honest with you, I don't really care about Social Repose. I do think, like, as anybody will know, I think if you're going to make serious accusations, you need really fucking hard evidence to do it. I have said this time and time and time again. However, what I'm really interested in is the insane fucking crash outs that have occurred because of this shit. Because for some reason, Reilly's response to particularly Diesel's coverage has been unhinged, to say the least.
Well, will you feel vindicated if he keeps you locked up in litigation for years and you finally win? Will you feel vindicated then? Yeah, I will. You know why? Because unlike the rest of you fuckers, this isn't just a paycheck to me. Unlike the rest of you fuckers, I actually give a shit about this. These aren't just stories to me that I can sensationalize and embellish and boost, you know, get boosted in the algorithm for views and for clicks. I actually give a shit about this stuff. Unlike the rest of you. So yeah, I will feel deeply vindicated.
I cannot say this anymore with my full chest. Become a fucking cop. You're a YouTuber. You're making YouTube content. You are like, you're obviously doing this for views. All of us are doing this for views. You're not just like howling into the void or giving the information to the police or like trying to launch a social campaign. You are a YouTuber. You are making content. Everyone get off your fucking horses for a second. We're YouTubers, okay? Like, I cannot fucking stand this shit. It is so fucking infuriating to watch. So that's what actually got me to like even comment on this, because the whole thing is so fucking ridiculous. It is obviously tied up in your ego. Otherwise, why the fuck would you care? Let's not beat around the bush here. Diesel has a very big main channel, right? He is a legacy content creator with many hundreds of thousands and millions of fucking views. But that stream he did on you has like 1,000 views on it, because when Diesel does like FPS Live, it's smaller, it's with his community, it's mostly just him having fun and pissing around, because he's got like his like work that he's doing IRL now. He's shifting over time. He's just not producing videos in the same way. Nobody would have fucking seen it. Nobody would care. Why the fuck are you even responding? Do you know, like, again, if you are at the main fucking point of a story, why the fuck, like, again, why do you care what, like, smaller random people who are not even part of this sort of, like, the interested groups are fucking saying about it? It seems very obvious and simple to me that a lot of this is tied up in ego. And as a drama channel, that's where my interest is going to be. So there's your lead-in. Let me grab my husband. Hey, happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day. I was hoping you'd take me out for drinks, but apparently this is what I get down.
Yeah, I know. I know, it's rough. It's rough out there, buddy.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We'll make up for it later off stream. I know what you like.
Yeah, we'll have a Valentine's D&D game. It'll be fun.
Oh my god. That's what we're calling it now?
Depends on the costumes,
shit.
right?
We're fucking foul, dude.
Okay, let's let's talk about the crazy woman.
This is my BPD manic pixie manipulator, brother.
This is like she has like because again I've got like the first. She seems to be degrading over time. It's kind of fucking wild.
I've been kind of just like letting it gestate and not saying anything. I've also actually been very busy this week. We were filming a commercial and other stuff, and I was covering for fucking Valentine's Day because I'm a bachelor. Ladies, hit me up. My DMs are open.
Don't fucking touch him. He's mine. I can't wait for the response if she sees this. Oh,
No,
well, actually,
well-
he got his husband on stream to defend him.
It's true, I did.
To be
That's
clear,
true.
just as full disclosure, and I'll leak the DMs if I have to. I literally messaged Diesel and said, "What are you doing tonight?" Trick question. You're coming on stream to talk about the crazy check.
Oh shit.
So like this was very much
What?
my
So what? What do you know? What do you need me to Sherpa? What the fuck? Where are we starting this whole big charade?
You saw my little rundown. So
Yes.
why don't you explain the social repose stuff? Let's start.
Okay, the TLDW on the social repose stuff is that social repose used to be famous when emo YouTube was famous. He had a long series of public relationships that he fucking destroyed because he's a piece of shit. Okay? And that traveled on and on and on, and he basically had a history as a serial cheater, kind of in my opinion, many people considered him a domestic abuser. And then eventually, my last video on social repose, there's a woman on TikTok that's like, social repose tried to message me when I was underage. And so this was about 3.5 to 4 years ago. I reach out and then I just do a video covering those messages, which are pretty fucking damning, right? Now, I took a kind of a middle of the road approach by just like putting the messages and saying, make your own opinion, which by the way, the messages are that bad. The opinion should be, this guy's fucked. Do not fucking associate with him, right? But I didn't outright say those things in the video. One, because I knew he was litigious. And two, because of all the stories around social repose, there's just like standing 10 toes down on that is really fucking difficult. Because people have accused him of dozens of things that ended up not being true, especially if you're really into the story, right? So I just think you really need the evidence that it needs to exist. And that's the only way you could stick on that evidence, right? Because you could make a lot of different allegations about him based off of who he knew, right? He knew Davi Vanity, who is accused of rape, CSA, and like a bunch of other things. He's part of a band called Blood on the Dance Floor. He knew Brian Stars, who's another guy who was accused of Seethe, I think. Knew Jeffree Star, who is hilariously controversial. He knew Onision. They were friends at a point in time, right? So he knew a lot of these controversial figures, but it was also really common for emo YouTubers to associate with each other at that time. And basically all of these things kind of like fell apart at around the same time. It was a group channel called My Digital Escape. And so a lot of all of this came to a head with Austin Jones and all that. And so they all like fell apart and, disassociated from one another. But either way, you can't prove anything if you just hung out with Davi Vanity, right?
Sure. Yeah.
So that's the basic TLDW, as well as like my position and stake in this and me coming into this. So there's that. All right. But that's the lore that you need to know for who fucking social repose is.
So what exactly did you say about this woman's video that's caused this?
Oh God. So I correctly predicted, by the way, that I couldn't see her original video because it was taken down from the copyright strike. So I watched all the videos following up after that. But I'm very familiar with social repose, so I didn't feel like I needed to really watch it because I am aware of it. In those follow-up videos from it, Reilly insinuates that social repose was more than just a bystander regarding Davi Vanity. That he may have been an active participant in the CSA rape and all these other horrible things. I mean, he did stuff like make his I think it was drummer with HIV not take their medication, so he almost gave his drummer AIDS.
Jesus.
So there was a lot of things like that Davi Vanity did, and Social Repose was privy to it. He knew about it, and he looked the other way, so that way he could get on tour. Blood on the Dance Floor was a big band at the time, right? So, in my opinion, Social Repose is like a little narcissistic social climber. So him doing that is totally him just trying to like career climb, right? But she implied very heavily that when Davi Vanity was doing those alleged criminal acts, that Social Repose was much more than just a bystander. And she was really talking like there's no other way you could imply what these things were. It's very funny. She has a video where she like tries to extrapolate what predator means and say that predator could mean anything. It doesn't necessarily mean that you fuck kids. But like when we're talking about his association with Davi Vanity and implying that he's more than a bystander to those events, you're implying he fucks kids. Okay? That's what Davi Vanity is accused of. Davi Vanity is accused of that, raping multiple women. I'm talking like over 20. Okay? So when you imply that he's more than a bystander, you're implying some pretty heinous things.
Yeah.
So you need evidence to back it up.
See, like, one of the big things with this, and I don't know if this occurs to... So there's, like, a couple of branches of commentary. And, like, where we sit, despite being sort of referred to as slop commentary, we're not, like, really in that bracket. We're not just, like, put out everything every day. Like, we're actually very evidence-based commentary. And part of the reason for that is... we're sort of forced to be because people hate us, and over time, what that has meant for this sort of like little space is that anytime that we cannot back something up, that's what people will like latch onto to try and discredit anything we say and tear us apart. So the general standard over here is you cannot say something, especially something serious, without evidence, because the people that like you're commenting on will use discrediting anything you say to like essentially argue for their innocence. And in some cases this can be like fairly serious stuff. So like if let's say somebody goes after, we'll take like a random example, let's say the Ava Chris Tyson stuff. It's like it's really important to have your ducks in a row, because discrediting, say, like Keemstar or Nicholas Diorio or like anybody who's covering this who's like fairly large, they'll just take that as a win and then go back to an audience and go, well, these people were discredited, I must be innocent. And then that becomes the narrative. And that's what you have to be careful of. You have to be like, all ducks in a row. There's no way to wiggle out of this. There's no like, oh, well, they implied something, so I need to sue them. There's just, this person is guilty. Here's the fucking evidence for it. You can make up your own mind as the fucking audience because we're giving you everything to work with. I think from what I've seen from this, and again, like one of her other fucking shorts, she's like, well, you know, I didn't want to release everything yet. My hand's been forced with the cards. And it's like, bro, why didn't you just release it? Why do you have so many fucking videos on this?
It should have been in the it should have been in the first fucking video.
Yeah, it
like,
should be your headline.
Video.
What do you mean?
Dragging it out like that is incredibly like ridiculous. And then also it's like, oh, what were you gonna do? Make a series of videos on Social Repose leading up to the release of that information, so that way you could gather more of it by. Well, I'm just assuming this is what she would do, right? Based off of that, but it's like if you had done that, that's like just as bad.
Because, I mean, at that point, like, aren't you just farming views? The very thing she's claiming she's not doing?
Yeah,
I mean, what are the...
Well, it's like, you know, this is a screenshot from her OG video. That's like, it says like, let's see, hold on, I gotta jump. We've been keeping tabs.
I mean, just to give like another example, like people keep asking, hey, Beckett, are you going to do a Black Griffin video? No, not unless I can tell the full story. And if I can tell the full story, I'll make it. But like, because the alternative is literally me dropping multiple Black Griffin videos. And that's not good for the story. It's not good for Black Griffin. Yeah. It's not good for anyone involved. I think it's actually a terrible way to handle. I can't believe, once again, This is a channel called Cope and Seethe. Even I think that is a terrible way to handle a fucking story. It's fucking crazy. Like, it's different now with, like, once the Saber Sparks story is kind of done, talking about KP and Bonk after that is fine. But for the core Black Griffin stuff, no, it needs to be addressed all at once in one place that's easily accessible and can easily be, like, reviewed and looked at by anyone. Like, that should be obvious. As Diesel gets the screenshot.
Yes, I forwarded it to you, but it should be like you get everything, you put all your ducks in a row, and then when you have something that is credible and you can put out, you put it out all together, and then you go, I did a good job. That's how I feel a lot of times, right? When I'm actually like going into it and trying to break a story. And sometimes it requires a lot of legwork, right? If you're a smaller channel, you might need to reach out to people, build a sense of rapport, do all this stuff. But you can kind of skirt around that if you drop a video and then say, hey, I need people to reach out to me. So, I mean, charitable take is that she put out this first video and then somebody reached out to her. Uncharitable take is that she had the information, wanted more information, which is why she was asking for people to reach out to her, which she should have just put the story in the original video if that was the case. But also, yes, throughout the course of this, she has also been sent a cease and desist. And this is from the original video. So she ended up getting that. She ended up getting the cease and desist. It is real. We checked the law. The attorney's office is real.
Okay.
But she's like gone from that to basically like going over every single minutiae of her beef with Social Repose. And I'm sorry, I just do not feel like that is, really appropriate with the attitude she's trying to have, right? Because it's like, oh, you have all this important information. Well, guys, I can't put out my important information. I need to talk about my cease and desist. I need to talk about my copyright strike. I need to talk about this. And it's like, okay, either shit or get off the pot. Okay? Because you were clearly egging it on. You hit him in his stones, and he's clearly pissed about it. So, like, just shit off or get off the pot.
Yeah.
Also, she like does a bunch of legal arguments that are like really fucking. I don't know how that's gonna save her in court, but it's really not gonna. I think her sitting on it is definitely making it like way harder for her if it does actually go to court. But I'm not a lawyer.
I mean, you've kind of got the other problem with this as well. That like, okay, so if she's the person carrying the candle for this Social Repose stuff, who's like, let's be fair, completely fucking irrelevant now. Right? Like,
yes.
I don't think I've heard.
Well, he's big on TikTok, but the thing is that his career is basically like over. Nobody gives a fuck about him, and no video anybody puts out about him is gonna really change the position that he's in now. No, it's like a guy like Ronnie Radke, where people for Motionless in White, no, Falling in Reverse. He's a singer for Falling in Reverse. He's a piece of shit. People listen to his music anyway. So it's not going to change anything now. I really don't think it will. That was one of the things I thought I would do with my Social Repose videos is change something, but I needed to realize that that's not how being a YouTuber works.
Yeah. Okay, very quickly, let me read a couple of super chats and give them some stickers before chat rebels on me. Thank you guys so much appreciated. Please enjoy these stickers. It is fucking awesome. Thank you. Stationary name with 5. The only one who won a public online breakup is JC Glenn. Social Repose cheated on her. She wrote a song only using his cheating text and won. Okay, that's funny. Kick him with the 20 Switch crowns. Spouse and Pookie at the same time. I know. I'm treating you all for Valentine's Day. Christopher with the 2. Oh my fucking god, she's a crazy anime girl. Yes, she is. Thank you guys so much. That is very fucking awesome. As always, with super chats, I will read them periodically while we have this conversation. Okay, so she's actually getting sued. Do you think he'll actually take her to court?
Well, I don't know. I could see him doing it because I think that he thinks he can, like, okay, look, honestly, he got famous on YouTube in a time when you could generate generational wealth from your videos. So either he's still breaded or he's broke because he's a fucking stupid idiot. What happens in court? I mean, yeah, that when she finally did drop the story she had, it was pretty fucking damning. Okay, which is exactly why she should have dropped it in the beginning. Okay, but you can't just drop it later as a gotcha and say you can't sue me now because you were saying things without evidence before, so it just seems very like malicious. I don't know. I could see it taking a long time, and I could see her not walking away completely vindicated as the winner. But I wouldn't be able to call it any which way. I'm a fucking idiot.
It's such a weird fucking hill to fight and die on, though. You're talking about a content creator who doesn't really have a presence anymore. And, like, if you're going to do a lawsuit, especially, like, a defamation lawsuit over multiple years against someone who's actually breaded, you're going to need a lot of public funding to do that. Like, insane.
Yeah, she just doesn't. Her audience would need to shill out some serious dough. She just does not have the clout capital for it. Even if she did a GoFundMe, like it could go on for years. We're talking like 5. It could go on for like 10 years for something like this.
Yeah.
She should be really fucking careful, which is what I said in between me calling her a BPD crazy woman. That's probably why she's so mad at me, honestly.
I mean, to be fair, I don't think she's helping her case much. Now, I'm not going to share my screen with you. You're going to have to watch it through stream because every time I share my screen, it like fucks up horribly. Actually, I'll share my screen for these. Are there any shorts? Okay. You ready? Okay, I'm going to watch the first one.
I know I shouldn't be doing this, but I don't give a fuck. Because I am literally, like, so these live streams don't have much views, but I'm actually watching FPS Diesel's coverage of my videos of Social Repose. This shit is crazy. This man is trying to say that I said that he f***ed kids, that he molested people with Davi vanity. Like, he said that I called him a like,
but I don't get this as well. Isn't she calling him a predator? Isn't she like, this stuff's damning?
Yes,
like, why would she care?
She was implying that multiple times throughout her videos. But if she just acts shocked and says, "I didn't say that. I didn't say that."
It's like
yes, I know you
shit.
didn't actually literally say that. I can read in between the lines. I have media literacy.
It's like the Parlo shit.
It's not like she
I didn't
was
call him a
subtle.
groomer. I didn't call him a groomer. I just said that internet adjacent met this person when he was 16 and basically waited for him to be of age and then started having sexual conversations. I didn't call him a groomer, and that's grooming, motherfucker. Like, yeah, this is like, dude, it's fucking ridiculous.
Like that is what she did. That is what she did. Okay, she implied it. Based off of the connection she was making, it was not hard to make that connection. Okay? And her not standing 10 toes down on that is fucking insane. All right? And by the way, her audience said that she should sue me for that, which I think is really funny. Sure, humongous waste of your time, but go right ahead. 2, the views thing is very telling because the second I saw that, I'm like, oh, I know exactly what you are. And new YouTubers do this all the time. This is always a fucking new YouTuber thing where you fucking pocket watch somebody's clout capital thinking that clout might makes right. And that by me having less views on my stream than you have on your fucking main channel video that I'm somehow like irrelevant or wrong. Okay. First of all, you're a child if you think that. Okay. That's not like, who gives a fuck how many views you have?
Well, this is the mistake Lewis McClung made.
like, am I, like, what? When did I say any of this? When did I say that Social Repose f***ed kids? When did I say that he molested kids with Davi vanity? Like, is that not defamation? Like, is he not literally putting words in my mouth? Because these are not things I said.
Oh my god,
like,
bro.
I like, not even remotely, not even closely. Like, I didn't even say anything
If she sues you,
Oh, brother.
dude.
remotely along the lines of like he kids, I would never even say that. The only reason I'm saying
What else
that
would he
right
do
now
with
is because
Dom
I'm
Humanity?
relaying
Play
your
fucking
own
checkers?
like you can't kids. That's called rape. That's called statutory rape. So that's not even in my language to begin with. Like,
Oh my god.
What?
No, really? Oh, God forbid. God forbid I don't use the appropriate vernacular to describe a heinous crime. Ugh.
Oh my god.
sir, you like I can't believe how he's trying to compare this situation to Turkey Tom and Lewis McClung in Cataclysm. He's trying to say that two people who made false predator allegations, false predator, abuser, and porn addict
I mean, you're accusing him of being a predator. What the fuck? I hate when people do this. I hate when people do this. They're like, well, I did call them a groomer, but you know, you can groom people in many ways. I'm like, we know what you're talking about. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, it's like we know.
We know what the implication of that is. And also, by the way, actually, isn't the response to this, if you're like wrong on this, wouldn't the response be, hey, if my language implied that this person was a predator, I apologize to Social Repose. Wouldn't that be what you say? Like, I would never mean that. I can't believe Diesel would come away with that impression. Like, because you seem to have quite a few videos on this guy. Like, dude, it's like, what? It's in the last 3 weeks. That's like 5 videos on him. This is
It's crazy. I don't even disagree with the end scenario where this all ended up in the end. Like, I am on the same page as Reilly. I just think that she did a poor job of elaborating upon it, and I wish that she took more care for it. But like, she has a problem that I was like uncouth and un-PC about it. Cry me a river. Cry me a river.
You need to give like, oh, we'll get onto that. We'll get onto that section. They could have reached out to me.
a creator who made an annoying orange joke and a beef curtains joke. And also comparing a situation in which a girl went on Kiwi Farms, the owner of Kiwi Farms, and lied through her teeth about being like abused and raped and like recorded without their consent and like all of these things that was provably false, that Turkey Tom literally showed receipts for. That's actual defamation. He's literally comparing that to this situation. Like, bro, what the fuck are you talking about? I didn't say any of this stuff. You're the one that took an inch and ran a whole fucking mile. How did you get predatory interaction and then you went, he f***ed kids? Like...
What do you think that means? What do you think that means? What the fuck else does that mean?
I just said he had predatory interactions. Like, I don't know. Right. I don't know what you're talking about. Like, that's such an... There's so many ways I could mean that. I mean, maybe he dressed up as a predator from the movie Predator and jumped on people. Like,
her routinely misunderstanding my comparisons is also the most outrageously comedic shit ever, because it's very clear that my entire point behind that is like, there are people that went forward with allegations without evidence, and then as a result of that, it ended up fucking things up. That was it.
Like, yeah, again, because I wanted to be clear about this, because, like, I don't give a fuck about Social Repose. Like, dude, if the dude's a predator, just be like, here's the evidence, he's a predator. Like, just present this stuff properly. On one video, not across 5 fucking videos. Oh my god. Holy shit.
You did that. You did that work. Like, literally nothing even remotely along those lines came out of my mouth, sir. Like, what?
Okay, look, I can't get over it. I'm gonna say it. Listen, if you're offended by this, if you're annoyed at me for saying it, I can't not say it. I've been ripping the shit out of Chibi and his, like, fucking clone wife the entire fucking night. She looks like a fish. I can't get it out of my head. It's been driving me insane since I started seeing these days ago. It's just so fucking annoying. Please, I don't know. Please please stop staring like side onto the camera with your fucking mouth open. Please, I am begging you. Holy fuck. I hate that she does that annoying Valley Girl inflection with her voice just to go with a 5. Okay. Like, it's actually annoying me. This isn't me laughing. It bugs me. She looks like the fucking fish that you like hang on the wall and you press the button and they sing. She looks like that. It's annoying. Stop it. Okay. Anyway. Let's have a look. Oh my god. Okay. Listen, Reilly, if you see this and you got past the fish comment, here's a tip. This is a genuine tip, by the way. Here's some like actual feedback for you. Don't do this. If you're a content creator, this goes for everyone, by the way. If you're a content creator, never ever go to another person's, like, especially if you're like over 50k. Once you're over 50k, you really need to stop commenting on other people's videos with anything more than, hey, great video. Like, stop doing it. It looks insane. You have a channel. It's fine to just make a video. You don't need to do this. Is fucking unhinged. This just makes you look. It makes you actually look like a chatter. It makes you look like just an audience member. Don't tell people that. Let them look crazy. It's so sad though. I feel bad. Listen, I tell Vlad not to do it.
You could give people the best advice in the world. This is like a internal brain thing that you'll still fuck it up every time.
Yeah, like I don't know. I'm of the strong opinion that if you're like crashing out in comment sections, maybe this isn't the career for you. But that's just my opinion. I think I do good work. Respectfully, you have put words in my mouth the entire time in both of these videos, saying things I did not say and stating them as facts. You admit you didn't watch my original video, and yet you seem to know everything I said and did. I know you think I'm a shitty commentary channel who's got uber famous, your words, but the reality is I actually do good work, and my numbers and comments reflect that. I didn't just blow up. I don't even have 100k subs, and I've been a YouTuber for a year. I get views because Jesus Christ. I get views because
I was giving her ass pats saying that she had like grown her channel well, by the way. Okay, and that I said that I think that she'll break 100k soon.
It's actually
she will get successful. But now I don't know about that.
Well, it's actually kind of crazy like how many channels, like having 100k used to mean something, but especially in like the modern meta, it just doesn't
matter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really weird, actually. I've thought this a few times. Like, I've come across like channels with 100k, and they are like, it's like cam nuggets. Cam nuggets with like hundreds of thousands of views, like grew really fast off the Mr. Beast stuff. The content was still fucking terrible. Like, there are so many slop channels. Because it's really not that hard to farm views. Like, the secret is videos. Like, one of the reasons that, like, I go, oh, I really need to put a video out is because you don't grow off streaming, but you grow off videos. Like I put a video out, it's like 500 subs to 1,000 subs just off a video. Like, there's obvious metas to this. And it's like, with the way commentary channels, like, particularly, like, dude, if she sees this, I know she'll get annoyed. Like, the I Am Alex kind of clone bracket. It's really just not that hard to just grow in sub numbers in that space. Again, you can see the same thing with Lewis McClung. It doesn't make you any more resilient or like legitimate, I guess. Earning 100k making original content is hard. Depends on the content bracket, right? Like if you're like an animation channel or something, like history channels, it's not too bad. Because that's like a really contained bracket. Commentary depends on your bracket within commentary. If you're doing like the Umperville stuff, or like really like where you're just like reiterating a story kind of thing, it's really not too bad. Depends also with like some of it depends on network, but again, a lot of it depends on the fucking thumbnails. That's the reality. Because it's like this looks like every other person's thumbnail. You can chop and change these out. It's just any channel. They look like Lewis McClung's thumbnails. They look like what's the person he accused name? He used to work for him, Alex.
Fucking Danky Jabbo.
Danky Jabbo. They look like Danky Jabbo's thumbnails.
They look like Danky Jabbo. They look like I Nabber. They look like I'm Alex. They look like all the same other fucking guys that cover every single TikTok drama about JoJo Siwa and whatever the fuck is going on. It's
also like the similar thing to like numbers on TikTok. Like again, I fucking Sorry, guys, we're going down a meta route because she brought up numbers. But, like, it's like the TikTok numbers don't, like, translate to anything. You can have, like, 1 million followers on TikTok, and you cannot transfer it to any other platform. So it becomes completely fucking meaningless. Twitter followers are like that now as well, because Twitter's just irrelevant.
Yeah.
Getting jar flashback predator, not a pedo. True, Kicking. Thank you for the 20 switch. YMS coded but crazier just to edit the first comment. Holy fuck, true. Thank you for the 2. Lol, yeah, in art and animation scenes, following a random fad tends to do good. Fully original can actively struggle. Yeah, like it gets strangled by YouTube as well. It's just how you hit the algorithm. It's really not that complicated. I suppose if, like, for commentary, I guess, what we're really measured in is, like, impact, really. Like, look at Nicandros now with the Nux stuff. Nicandros has very few videos. He was, like, majorly known as a researcher and chatter. He's still very humble about it, but he's just hit 18k. He's got 700,000 views on a Mutahar video. He's like a major person on... He is the person doing Nux and Mutahar coverage. And everyone who is, like, talking about this knows who Nicandros is, but it's not necessarily reflected in a 100k sub channel. At the same time, you've got people like Shamu with a very long pedigree of, like, talking about things like Tectone. Huge, like, most people in commentary are going to know who the fuck Shamu is in this sort of side of the internet. These are the things you kind of scaled in. Whereas, like, Lewis McClung, people only really became like aware of Lewis McClung in, like, I guess, general commentary when he was in a massive controversy, because no one was really watching this shit thinking, well, I can't wait to see what Lewis McClung has to say about fucking Dream. It's just not how anything works. Right, okay. I do weeks of research for each video. I make them long and engaging and worthwhile and educational, and that is reflected in my success. You can hate me and my content all you want. It doesn't make anything you are saying true, and you aren't better than me by virtue of being a YouTuber longer. Oh my fucking god.
You do learn a few things. I have learned a lot. I say things not out of a place of, like, well, I do say it out of a place of superiority, but I also do say it out of a place of, like, huh, Reilly, maybe I've been there before. Did you ever think of that? Maybe I've ever been in the same position as you.
Like, it's kind of fucking wild as well, looking at this, where you're like, I don't know whether you should read your comments back, because if you're typing, you're not better than me, you're not better than me, you're not better than me, it might make you look a little bit insecure, just a touch insecure. Bro, I can't wait for you to embarrass yourself once my original video is reinstated and you realize everything you're saying is wrong. Make that video. You will be...
To be clear, the only reason I now, like, when I was saying you're implying he's a pedophile without evidence, right? I now realize that she had evidence the entire time, but I can't read her fucking mind to have known that.
Yeah, I think it's, like, again, the base problem of, dude, why isn't there just one video and why aren't you just leading with the fucking evidence? Also, again, like, your last one is, like, her last one is the proof, right?
Yes, it is the most damning.
Dude. Okay. God. Fucking hell. You don't have evidence for these claims, unlike me and my claims, so by all means make a video compiling things I didn't say, trying to minimize the interaction that you shared and you stated you underreacted and saying it's not predatory. Seriously, do it. See how that goes. That's a lie. You did call him a pedophile. You can provide me the timestamp on my video when I said this citation. Oh my fucking god. You just got
very mad.
You just got done calling me egotistical, and then you boldly say I only make my videos because I watched yours. Meanwhile, I've been talking about doing a social repose deep dive for months, and that will be in my videos. You plan to go through with a fine-tooth comb, lol. Respectfully, don't flatter yourself. I used a clip of your evidence for the purpose of evidence to support my statements. Nothing more. A bit egotistical of you.
She referenced me multiple times, but okay.
I'm not going to be your shield. I don't need you to be. And actually, that would only put me in a worse position, since you can't seem to distinguish between an opinion supported by evidence and actual defamation. Again, I relied on you for evidence. I don't need anything for you. I have the evidence. Predatory behavior. Holy shit, this goes. Can I read it? What's the last one? This is wrong. This is factually incorrect. You can't prove malicious intent to lie without first proving there are lies in the first place. Malicious intent means that you know I was lying, stated lies. Choose to publish it anyway. Malicious intent in this context of defamation relies on the basis of what I actually said is defamatory. In other words, me reacting to Richie copyright striking, deleting content, sending me a cease and desist.
She better be a fucking paralegal, brother.
Oh my fucking god. Dude, that court case would be insane. I would actually follow that court case.
I know, that's what I was saying. I'm like, listen, man, he might be like a humongous piece of shit, and I don't want to see him win in life, period, personally. But, like, I do think the drama would be absolutely delectable. So, like, come on.
God. So, okay. Is this the one after, what's his name? Other Predator Hunter guy.
Yes. Well, I don't know. Apparently, Slyboy is also critical of me now. I hope I've presented myself as very clear of my position here. I really don't even know how else I would restate this as if I'm fucking magical. But, you know, c'est la vie, whatever. That's life. But yeah, she posted a couple of them.
FYI, I am taking a break. Okay, I am taking a break. I know I said in
my
last video.
No. This was after I fucking... Okay, so I had a mod message her. I don't use Instagram. But it was very interesting that after she puts out the video with evidence, she's like, I'm taking a break from this story. Because that's when I reached out to her. Is to be like, all right, maybe let's have a conversation. You actually dropped something. You know, maybe we could have a fireside chat. Maybe it would be productive. Sure. But then all of a sudden, I gotta take a break from the story. Okay, sure. How convenient.
Fred, fucking state this shit. So fucking dumb.
Going to be taking a break, and I am, even though I'm coming on here to say this. But I am getting sent some videos from like different creators talking about this situation, and some of them are fine. Like, don't get me wrong. Here's the thing, though. I understand. When you look at not my most recent one, but the 3 videos before that, and you don't have the context of the original video, that it can look like what I'm saying is very speculative. I do wish that some of these creators would have just reached out to me personally, because had they done that, I could have had a private conversation with them and relayed to them that I have had this evidence for a while, and I wasn't going to present it just yet. But because of everything that's happened, it kind of forced me, like I said, to play my cards early. I wanted to do it in a different way in which I could compile a lot of different claims and things like that, but...
Yeah, you put them in one video. What?
Is that not the exact thing I complained about?
Like... So, this is what I can't get over. If Social Repose is predatory... Just say that with your full chest with evidence. Because if you're already sat there being like, please don't sue me, I'm worried you're going to sue me. Like, surely your first step is to make sure you are as ironclad as possible in any fucking claims you're making. It's like, it seems very obvious to me that that's what you'd do. And again, like, part of the problem with this is... I don't think I would have ever talked about this story if these shorts didn't exist. Because it's like, I don't care about fucking predator hunting. I'm not like going to sit here and lie to anybody being like, I'm a fucking YouTuber. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm a fucking hobbyist. But like, I'm doing shit on YouTube. This isn't that serious. I'm not here to save the fucking world. It's just these responses are so fucking insane. You are making yourself look crazy. That's the story. You've turned yourself into the story. Like, why would you do this? I just do not understand it. Grey Knight with a 5. What do you mean? Reach out. Literally, who are you? This is also part of the problem as well.
Exactly.
Where it's like, with the reach out statements, because I've heard that, like, dude, this gets said so much in fucking dramas. Part of the problem is, often, you don't need to reach out if it's just something you're randomly reacting to, especially you're not in the sphere. If it was somebody we know, or it's like a story that we're like, okay, I'm actually going to do like a fucking deep dive into this, then you reach out on something. But if you're just reacting to things on someone's channel that they have posted publicly, why would you reach out? Like, again, none of us are doing, like, for streams, deep amounts of research beforehand. That is video essay stuff. Like, these are different mediums. Because you do not have time to, like, prep, like, deep research into every single stream you do. The truth is, and you can disagree with me here, I'm imagining this was probably filler content for you.
But I didn't really, it really had such little give a shit to me. And I've taken so little care to this drama that I haven't fucking streamed about it. And trust me, I was busy, but I would have made time if I was like, all right, this bitch is trying to ruin me. Let me get my fucking little booties on.
It's like the Nuck stuff. Like, the Nuck stuff is a major story at the moment, but I speak to Nicandros. I speak to multiple people who've, like, looked into this. And because it's, like, a major story, where a lot of people, like, I think are going to be, like, I don't know. I've got, like, a lot of connections with shit going on. I don't just want to hit live and react to Nicandros' video. I want to do a bit more work, so it's not, like, random stream content. The same is true of, like, the fucking shit with Fandom recently. I was like, nah, this needs time to go over. I need to go and gather some stuff for it. Because it's, like, main content, basically. And tonight is filler content, right? I don't give a fuck about this story. It doesn't really matter to me.
Yeah.
Chibi is like
though I appreciate you
content
bringing me on to jerk me off, you know, like.
No, it's fine. It's nice to spend Valentine's Day with someone I love. Anyway, just to go with the 5. You don't understand it was supposed to be the third act. Yeah, no, it's good. I'm doing it intentionally. Just to go with the 5. You don't understand it was supposed to be a third act reveal. I know. I'm just too uncultured.
Again, if we're running the risk of, like, going to court, you know what I mean? Like, I've had this, okay? And also, I could have given access to the original video. It's not a diss. I'm just saying, like, I would not make a video about something if I did not have the full original context. That's just me, okay? But that's not me trying to be rude to anybody. Not at all. And I'm honestly really glad that creators are
I can't tell if this is... I can't tell if this is about me or Sly or somebody else, but it really sounds like she's getting really nervous here and being like, I need to kiss the ring right now.
Well, it's also interesting because, like, again, as much as I, like, love you to pieces, you don't really matter in this sphere. So it's why the reaction's so fucking dumb. And also, like, dude, plenty of people have fucking reacted to me and I've never fucking mentioned it because it's just, like, irrelevant to the audience and it's irrelevant to me. I just don't care. So it just doesn't, like, don't draw attention to it because then you draw it out into something. And this is, like, again, this is just, like, 101 stuff. If you don't want to deal with somebody, especially if they're like, there's, like, no audience crossover, you just don't bother. You just don't bother.
They're critiquing me. Like, I am just glad that they're bringing attention to this. And I think a lot of those creators, after they watch my recent video, they're probably going to be like, oh, okay. Or maybe not. I don't know. Maybe they'll still say that I'm whatever. But, like, yeah. I just wanted to say that because, like I said, I think this is going to probably get a lot of attention. And that original video should be up very soon. Like, today is day 10. So if it's not up by the end of today, it should definitely be up by tomorrow. We'll see. Hopefully. FYI, I am taking a break, okay?
Jesus fucking Christ. Okay. We've already watched Weep, but, like, 3 times. But we're gonna watch it again.
Oh, this one you really love, huh?
It's just, you know, we haven't watched all of it.
You don't understand. The last 6 minutes of her video where she actually has the evidence, she makes a piece to camera directly inferring me. There's nobody else you can be talking about. It has to be me. Forgive me for thinking I'm the main character here. Social Repose should be... I can't say that. I'll get in trouble. But I was going to say something bad. But, you know, maybe something bad should happen.
Is it this one? Let's
In my
hold on.
opinion.
Let's
Yes.
hold on. Let's
Okay. I need to take a piss. I've been drinking a gallon of water. I'm a thirsty boy. You know, I'm trying to prepare for later tonight.
Okay. Go have a piss.
I'll be
I'll
right
talk
back.
to chat. Dude, what is this shit?
Hi guys, how are you doing today? I hope you are all doing very well. I definitely understand that I got a bit carried away with my emotions in my last video, and
Oh my fucking god, bro. This is fucking absurd. Oh, dude. That's how you know it has nothing to do with the victims. Look, I mean, I'm not gonna bitch at anybody ever for like not caring, really. Like, the reality is we're all YouTubers. Again, I'm not, I'm a hobbyist. But like, look. The reality is very few people give a fuck about any of the victims involved in a story. It is cope. It is insane. You might care a little bit, but ultimately most people are doing this for views and content, and you find something that you can like make good like money off of and get like consistent viewership off of, you're gonna farm the fucking hell out of it. Okay? That's just the reality. If the stuff you're doing to make money has some like good social repercussions, then what's the issue? It's like you just don't lie. Otherwise you probably wouldn't be like martyring yourself, right? You'd be like, hey, I need to draw awareness to this. We need to make sure like the victims have a voice. But ultimately, like, it's a wider thing. It's a campaign. Not, here are my 5 videos and I'm also being sued and I'm the main character now. That's just not how.
Okay. I'm back.
How this shit works. Fucking hell.
I got you the timestamp of like the end, but it is very funny to see the beginning versus the end and how she handles herself.
We'll watch through a little bit. Okay. Okay. Stream's back.
All right, bet.
I apologize for that. I do. I know it doesn't help me to be emotional and reactive in this situation, even if it's not entirely unreasonable for me to be emotional. Okay, it's still not helping me. I understand that. I understand where you guys are coming from with that. You're right. You are right. Today's video is going to be very calm and very serious. Very serious, okay? Content warnings for everything.
That is foreshadowing. Foreshadowing is a literary
predatory
device.
Everything. In light of what is going on right now, and because I don't know what the future holds, time is of the essence.
Oh my fucking god, I'm gonna crash out.
For that reason, I have to play my cards now. This is not my part 2 video at all. This is not my part 2, okay? Today's story revolves around just 2 people. One of them, of course, being Richie, Social Repose. Before we get into this, I need to state, Richie, to our knowledge, has not been charged with a crime, and I don't know if he will be charged with a crime in the future. And that is all I have to say. Today's story revolves around a woman named Katie. Katie reached out to me to share her experience with Richard McLean Geese, aka Social Repose. Katie and Richie met when Katie was just 17 years old. And her friends were all big fans of emo and alternative music. Do you know when they met? They met on December 13th in the state of Utah. The Reckoning Tour. The Reckoning Tour. This was the Utah date at
So this
Memory
is the
Theater in
connection
Salt
to
Lake City.
Davi Vanity.
I am going to make.
Wait, hold on. Explain to me like I'm a child why this matters.
Which part of it?
Like, why does it matter that it was the, like, connection to Davi Vanity?
Because Davi Vanity is a serial predator. Alleged serial predator. I don't think I think he was arrested. I don't think the charges stuck, but it's pretty well known.
Sure. But, like...
But
why is that...
It happened
so-
there when Richie and Davi Vanity were in the same space.
Okay, but she met him while he was... Okay. I'm obviously preempting because we're not watching the whole of this fucking video. So did anything happen at this concert?
Basically, the allegations that Reilly gives in this video do seem credible. He basically tried to like solicit from her, or technically, I think she even brings up the statute of the law, which is like entice. Excuse me, I solicited entice mixed up. He tried to entice a minor, basically. It is bad. It is 100% bad. There's no like Reilly.
Like I'm in no
shit.
disagreement. Like Social Repose seems like a fucking scumbag. Like no disagreement. I'm just wondering why it's relevant that it happened here with Davi. Like, so okay, so
aside from happening in that space, I don't really.
Yeah, see,
she basically insinuates that the culture around this whole like emo thing was like incentivizing young people to be groomed by these adult men, which I mean, yeah.
But isn't that okay?
It's pretty bad. Emo and alt culture is really bad for that.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, I'm not trying to downplay anything here because it is really bad. It's just like, fucking anybody who was ever around that scene could tell you that, like, or had any fucking knowledge of it. This is not like, oh my god, guys, did you know alt culture was a bit like rapey at times? Yeah. What do you mean?
I don't think Davi Vanity or Social Repose are any different from a lot of other shows that happened at the time.
Yeah, I mean, like, and again, like, there's a wider conversation there of like, well, like, I don't know, you could fucking... This is part of the problem with talking about, like, stuff that happened years and years ago as well. Because, like, it's a little bit maybe easier in America as well. It depends on, like, the scene. But, like, it's like we talk about this with the LGBT community. It's like, obviously, some of the shit that happened in the LGBT community to people was really fucked. Especially in, like, the, like, mid-2000s. Like, the stuff that got normalized was fucking bizarre. And most people don't want to talk about it for that reason. But what I'm kind of, like, shooting at, I guess, is... It's like, if you just have this, then it's just like you... Like, your like, I guess your pinpoint here is this guy tried to solicit a minor. That's pretty much it. And that's all you need. I don't know if you need the wider stuff if he was associated with this person, because that's like all alt scene.
It's not like, look, if Davi Vanity is accused of a lot of things, but sex trafficking, I have not heard. Now, obviously, if it came out that Davi Vanity was also sex trafficking minors through these shows, then yeah, I guess we'd have a fucking room for conversation. But then, like, she invokes Epstein, by the way, like, directly.
I mean,
but
okay,
like, if Davi Vanity was also a sex trafficker, I guess yeah, I'd be having a conversation about it. But they were in the same space.
But would that even be fucking sex trafficking? Like, I suppose, like, technically, sure, legally speaking, but it's like, also, I don't know, it's a 17-year-old turning up at a rock show and getting, like, fucking solicited by a creepy fucking, like, predatory, artist. I don't know if that's, like, when I think sex trafficking, I'm thinking,
not the
like...
power scale here, but the one that I published the information on was younger.
Yeah, wasn't it, like, Yeah, it was, like, 15-year-old.
Like 15 or 16, yeah.
Like, dude. Yeah, I feel like I'm being ultra critical now because, like, the setup for this is all I've seen is this fucking crazy, like, this woman talking like a lunatic in shorts. And again, you're trying to present quite serious stuff, which do you know what? I'll even say this. I'm sure it has legs. It seems like if Diesel said, like, yeah, it's pretty damning, I'm happy to accept that. That's fine. That's good. That's awesome. But the problem is, like, I'm coming to this off the back of your shorts. I'm like, how much can I trust this fucking woman? She's staring into the camera like an angry fucking bass. Like, dude.
36:45 is a good spot to start because she starts getting into the, like, I don't know if he'll be charged, blah, blah, blah.
This evidence can't be used against you in a defamation lawsuit. And again, that will legally
also
be
the court
on
case.
record. legally.
Hold on.
This, okay? So just because you can't be prosecuted for this doesn't mean that this evidence can't be used against you in a defamation lawsuit. And again, that will legally be on record. Legally. In court documents, in legal documents, okay? And that would absolutely warrant a further investigation.
That's not how that works.
I have no idea how this would work, but it sounds like this is like very pie in the sky. I'm just hoping it works that way. I don't know. I don't have a lot of faith in the feds these days.
Yeah, like look. I'm just gonna level with people. Do you have any idea how difficult it is to prosecute people for crimes that happened? Like what would have this been like a decade ago?
Yeah, like a decade ago now.
Like a decade ago, for something that, like, again, you have testimony for. Like I think that's it. Again, correct me if I'm wrong. We're pretty much on testimony territory here, right?
Pretty much.
So you're on testimony territory.
Oh, and text messages as well.
Is there anything? What's in the text messages?
The screenshots can
Found the pictures we took. We look so derpy. Thought I'd show you.
see in this photo the Social Repose drum set in the background. And I even have screenshots of Katie's own friend talking about Richie, like Katie's encounter with Richie, her opinion.
Okay. Comfy, close, and flirty. Okay. I was going through. Okay. Wait. Okay. Look, if you had Richie himself in messages, if you've got something like that, maybe. It's a fucking stretch, though. Like, fuck, man. Like, for a fucking federal court case to get someone fucking charged. Like, dude, it's like... Listen, again, we're just talking about the legality of this. Like what would happen in a criminal case. I'm not sure you'd win a fucking defamation case based on that.
That's one of the things. Social Repose says canoodle instead of fucking. Like, oh, maybe we could canoodle. Which is fucking... I've covered him for a while. That is so his vernacular.
Dude. Yeah, I mean...
Look, I believe it based off of a lot of, Richie's prior exes, my prior talking to the exes.
Yeah, like, to be clear, this is just talking about the legality. Like, I fully fucking think...
about this at all. Right, when I see the evidence in here, I'm like, I am not surprised.
See, I think again, like, I really want to bring it back to this and just underline the problem. It's not that, like, either Diesel and I think you're wrong in your assessment of Richie. It's that you're dealing with something that happened a decade ago with somebody who is highly litigious, fucking crazy. And, like, you need to be so fucking iron tight. Like, I cannot tell you how many stories I haven't run because they're just not ironclad enough. And I know that if I ran them, I'd end up in, like, legal trouble. It's such a huge risk. And ultimately, let's just say hypothetically, this guy, like, he wins the court case against you. And say you have to back down for whatever reason. And you've just provided him the ammunition where he gets to walk away and go, well, people have lied about me. Remember this Reilly chick? She lied about me and I won in court. These are the actual legitimate risks you run. Or even, like, without that, it's like, look at this video. It's bad and there's not enough evidence. Like, these people didn't believe it. And then that becomes the defense. It is so risky doing this stuff. Fuck, I feel like I'm having this like the conversations fucking Nick had with me. It's like, you have to be so fucking careful.
You were just trying to make sure you were behaving appropriately with the 16-year-old fan. This is a crime against a minor that you committed that we have evidence of. David, I hope you're watching this because you are in for
David is the attorney.
Life in your career if you dare try to take this to trial now. If you value your reputation and your career at all, I'd suggest you'd advise your client to not follow through with this. Because if you do follow through with this defamation suit and they do verify this evidence, it will be legally on record that you did this. Okay? So just because you can't be
Oh my fucking god.
prosecuted for this doesn't mean that this evidence can't be used against you in a defamation lawsuit. And again, that will
Wait, how would somebody use that against him in a defamation lawsuit? What?
legally be on record. Legally. In court documents, in legal documents, okay? And that would absolutely warrant a further investigation into you, Richie. And you have already deactivated your Facebook. On top of removing over 400 videos, millions of views worth of content, more specifically, the content of you during the Reckoning tour and with Davi Vanity and Blood on the Dance Floor. So you are screwed, okay? If you try to take this to court, not only will you lose, but they will investigate you. They will see that you committed a crime, which will warrant a further investigation. And you have already attempted to hide evidence, to erase evidence.
Classic Kid Rock with a 5. Can these white women turn their lights down? I've seen ghosts with more pigment. Holy shit. I am...
Shit. Dude, who do you think would win in a fight? Reilly or the ASU frat leader? Who's frame mogging who?
Dude, I do not understand. I don't understand. Like, okay, let's say this is your legal tactic and you want him arrested. Why are you saying this in a fucking video? Like, what? What are you doing? Also, those videos, videos will still exist in archives, right? Like, hasn't this guy been, like, fucking had his career, destroyed for years? What are we doing here? He's still not in prison. Like, fucking, bro. Okay. Oh, fuck me.
This is quite the Hail Mary she's throwing.
With it. You are out of options. So this is my advice to you, and listen to my words very carefully. Stop reacting emotionally. Stop trying to hide and trying to intimidate. Stop all of it. If you know what's good for you, which you don't seem to, so let me tell you, stop this now. You had a very long run, and you outran all your predator friends as far as escaping accountability. But that's over now. And it's time to accept the consequences of your actions.
So, wait, hold on. So you're happy to call everyone else a predator? I feel like this entire drama is just... She should have just said, yeah, I did call him a predator. I've got the evidence for it. Based. Cool. Done. Like, this would be so short. Yeah, sorry, give me a second. Can we make fun of her Valentine's Day post? She's out here talking about rape. And also, like, hold on. Let me just... And posing in her...
Is she queen posting right now, or...
Oh, what the...
She got her Sunday best on. What, I need to know now. What the fuck are you talking about?
I can show this on YouTube, surely. Hold on.
I mean, did she post it to YouTube? Yeah, you can show that. Damn, bro. If she falls over in that snow, she'll vanish.
This is just Lewis McClung's channel. This is the sort of shit Lewis did. This is fucking ridiculous.
Wow.
What? Diesel got confulated by a fan of Futanari today, dude. Hey, listen, Reilly, if you make it to this point in the stream, I don't take a paycheck from the channel, okay? This channel exclusively at the moment supports a trans woman, okay? It's very woke. So
Oh my god. And I'm here for free. I ain't even getting paid.
Yeah, the only person who makes money off this channel is a trans woman, okay? Actually, that's an important announcement. I am going to start taking a paycheck from the channel in the next probably 6 months. For those who keep track of that. So, yeah. Holy shit, bro.
That person for many people. But I am also willing to work with anyone in the future who does want to go fully public. And by the way, I am not just talking about social repose. If you had any experience with anyone...
Do not turn yourself into a victim queen channel. Please, God.
Anyone in this circle, anyone from a different circle, a band, whatever. Please do not be afraid to reach out and DM me with your experience. Thank you so much to every single one of you who has stuck by me through this journey, who have supported me, who have comforted me, who have hyped my videos.
I
who have
always
spread
love
the
it
word.
when YouTubers are in beef and then they're like, I'd like to thank my fans and my community.
Oh my god.
Oh, shit.
Oh my god, she's pulling a KP. Look, she's not as bad as KP. This chick's just... She's just new. She's just new. I mean, she reminds me an awful lot of Lewis. She really does remind me an awful lot of Lewis. I worry for her. I mean, if I was to put money down, I imagine this will go a pretty similar way. She'll at some point run allegations that are pretty unsubstantiated because she's thinking of, I care about the victims, and she'll like fuck a channel over. It's like Taylor's all the time. It's not just happened to Lewis, it's happened to lots of people. Who is the Neopet? That is Brony Diesel. Please don't reach out to it. Listen, I don't want to talk to this chick. I don't care. It's not my fucking problem. There you go. That's probably it. Listen, you can take any of the random pieces of advice. You can like look at my channel and be like, what does he know? He's not even at 10k. Or you can listen to it earnestly because I have also been around the fucking block with this shit. Really up to you. But you know, I imagine you probably didn't get past the fish comments, which look, it's a channel called Cope and Seethe. It's probably par for the course. Beckett can fix her. No, I can't. Listen, I can't. I couldn't fix Lewis. I can't fix her. Okay. Dog pack defender reincarnated. True, Brian. Okay, have we got anything else with this? Or are we good, Diesel?
I think I think we're good. I think we're good.
Okay. Well, I'll let you go. I'll probably chat to you a bit after stream.
Yeah,
It's not like we've got anyone else to talk
I'll
to.
be around. Oh my god. So true. You guys don't realize it, but we're gonna sit in a VC after this and have like the most wicked gay e-sex ever, and none of you are invited.
True.
So I hope you all feel bad.
True. Hold on.